Hi, I'm Gary and welcome to my shop. In this short video I'm going to talk about bench dog holes and how we use them, just very briefly here. Also, not only for holding workpieces in place as we work on them, but also for other kinds of accessories to help us with our work and for other things that we want to use. You can use them for other things such as work task lighting and also GoPro camera mounts, as I'll show you here. And what I do is I make up some of these to mount things into my dog holes that fits into the dog hole. Then I've got a hole drilled in the top here to hold the accessories, such as this swing arm tool that I've got here for using around on the workbench for like my camera and so forth. There's also one like this for my light too, so I'll show you how I do this. This is a workbench that I built. It's about 32 inches wide by 6 feet long, and it's a bunch of about 1 inch thick laminated boards and about 2 inches thick. It's made of maple, so it's good and strong and hard. And what I did, I built this myself, so I put a bunch of dog holes all the way around the entire perimeter of this bench, so I can use this for different purposes, for like these bench dog stops, which is useful for holding workpieces like with this kind of a vise. Got this dog stop that I pull up, and you can tighten that down, and that holds it securely. Kind of gives you the like a workpiece, like a tailstock does. Take it out. Of course, you can turn it around, get it at different angles here to work with also. And also, I use these dog holes to hold some of my task lighting. I've got this light that fits into the dog hole here. I've got this block that I made to hold my task light, because it normally comes with a bench clamp or table clamp like this, which doesn't open wide enough to fit around the thickness of my workbench. So made these blocks, and I can insert them in any of the dog holes I've got, so I've got task lighting at wherever I'm at. And I drilled the hole on top here to fit the pin for this light, and the peg that goes into the dog hole, of course, is sized to fit that at 3/4 inch. Now, something else I've done recently is I found this GoPro camera mount. Fits into this table clamp, but it doesn't open wide enough so I can clamp it on there. So what I'm going to do is to make a block that I can set this into, then I can change this around as I need to. And on this mount here, I can mount my GoPro camera on this, so I can get different angles and views of the work that I'm doing, so my viewers can get a better image of what's going on. These bench dogs are great for a lot of different things. You can also use it for hold down clamps to hold a workpiece in place. Put that on and you tap it, and that holds it very strong. Get it out again, it's just give it another tap and it comes out. So these bench dog holes are great for a lot of different things, and also what I especially like is using my task lighting and my GoPro camera mount wherever I've got a hole at. Here I've marked out my center on this piece that I'm using. So I marked out on what I determined to be my bottom part, where I'm going to put the 3/4 inch dowel into. So I marked the center on here using my center finding ruler, line up the 0, and then I've got my 3/4 inch drill bit here from when I did all my dog holes. So what I'll do with this is to get that centered on there and drill that hole for the dowel to go in there for the dog holes. Clean that up a little bit, then I'll fit a dowel and the depth or length of the dowel that I need and cut that to fit, and then I'll glue the dowel in. Okay, I've got this dowel cut the length that I need. Fits in there well. All I got to do is put a little glue in the hole and let that dry. Smear it around good. Let that set and dry, and then I'll sand this a little bit to finesse it so that it fits into the dog holes smoothly. Okay, this dowel has dried, so I bring it over here to my vise and tighten it in. And I go around it with a piece of sandpaper here, around all the sides, sand it down, and make sure it has a good fit inside my dog holes here. just like this. So it fits in there great. So my next step will be to go back to the drill press and drill a hole in here for the peg of this to fit into. And I measured this with my calipers to be a 31/64. Here I'm going to use a test piece to make sure that the 31/64 bit is a good fit. Sometimes, even though you're using a calipers, it's not always as perfect as you think. So I'll try fitting this in there, and I gotta say that's a bit loose, so I need to go with a smaller bit. Okay, so this bit is one step down at a 15/32. I'll see how this one fits. So, see how this hole works? That one's a little bit snug, but I think with a little bit of cleanup, that's going to be a lot better of a fit than this other one here, which was really quite sloppy. So this will work a lot better. Yeah, just a little bit of cleanup. Alright, to drill this, because I got to compensate that I've already got this dowel on the bottom here, so I'm using some blocks here to raise it up so I can do this drill. And I marked the center on this for where the drill bit's going to go into. And this is going to basically center on the dowel too. And so I've got it marked there, punched so to speak. I also set my drill depth based on the length of my pin on my swing arm that I'm going to be using. So I'll go ahead and drill this down. That's bottom. Clean that up a little bit and see how that fits in there. Alright, so I worked with this to clean up this hole here with a round file until it fit pretty well into this there. So this will then fit into my workbench very well. So this will give me a lot of good maneuverability with the swing arm, and I can locate it anywhere I've got a dog hole at. This will be great. Now this swing arm is, I think, a really good deal. It's made in China, but it's lightweight, enough to hold a GoPro or any lightweight cameras. It was only $20 on Amazon, and as I noted before, I'll put a resource link in the description below where you can go and find these at. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you got some inspiration from it. If you did, please give me a like. Also, share it with your family, friends, and fellow craftspersons. And please subscribe to see what I may come up with next. And be sure to hit that bell icon so you won't miss anything. And please leave your comments below. I like to hear what you think and what you may be interested in seeing. So if the ladies don't find you handsome, at least they should find you handy. Thank you.